In today's class, we'll be solving for prime factors using family tree method. So, what are prime factors? Prime factors are factors of a number that are prime in nature. And what are the methods that we can use for solving prime factors? We can use the multiplication method, you can use the division method, and you can solve for prime factors of a number using the family tree method. As for the multiplication method, you can watch this video on my channel to see how you can use multiplication method to find the prime factor of a number, or you can watch this video on my channel to watch how to use division method to solve for what? To solve for the prime factors of a number. So today, using the family trees, we are going to solve for the prime factors of the following numbers. Let's assume that you are asked to look for the prime factors of 28 using a family tree. Now, one thing you need to understand is that a family is a group of people related by blood or by marriage. And one thing about family that is unique about family is the link, is the connection that exists between the members of the family. Now we're having 28 now. If I'm to use the family tree, I will write my 28. So 28, I'll start with 28. So you think of two numbers that if you multiply with each other, it will give you 28. 2 times 14 is 28. So this 28 will give birth to 2 times 14. 2 times 14 will lead you to 28. 2 times 14 will lead you to 28. Now, if you look at these two numbers now, 1 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number, 2 is a prime factor, but 14 is not a prime factor. That means I will still have to look for two numbers that if you multiply together, it will give you 14. While you maintain these two, you're still going to maintain these two. Then we think of a number, two numbers that we multiply together, it will give us 14. 2 times 7 is 14. That means that this 14 will give birth to 2 times 7. Now, if you look at all the numbers that we have here, they are all prime factors. When you have numbers, when you have all the numbers to be prime factors, that means that you have arrived at your final answer. Our final answer is that the prime factors of 28 is 2 times 2 times 7. And these 2 times 2 times 7, you can express this product of prime factors in this form by writing 2 raised to power 2 times 7. It's as simple as that. And let's use the family tree method to solve for prime factors of this number. Let's assume that you are asked to find the prime factors of 200 using the family tree. The first thing is that you write that number out. After writing the number out, you think of two numbers that if you multiply it will give you 200. 20 times 10. 20 times 10. 20 times 10 will give you 200. But if you look at both 20 and 10, they are not prime factors. That means that you have to look for two numbers that if you multiply it together will give you 20. Then you look for another two numbers that if you multiply together will give you what? Will give you 10. So what times what to give us 20? 2 times 10 should give us 20. So this 20 will give us 2 times 10. Then you see maintain this 10. Let's ask yourself, what times 1 to give you 10? That's 2 times 5 will give us 10. Now, if you look at the numbers that we have at this level, only one number is not a prime factor, which is what? Which is 10. So that means that we still need to move forward by looking for two numbers that we can use to multiply each other that will give us 10. Now, one thing is that you still maintain these 2 times. Then you ask yourself that which two number can you use to multiply each other that will give you 10. That's 2 times 5 times, you still maintain this 2 times 5. Finally, we have arrived at the last stage, which we have our final answer, because all the numbers, all the factors that we have here, they are all prime. So the prime factors of 200, the product of prime factors of 200 will be 2 times 2 times 5 times 2 times 5. Now, you can express this in index form by writing 2 raised to power what? How many 2? 1, 2, 3. 2 raised to power 3 times 5 raised to power 2. So this is what is the product of prime factors for 200. And for this class, the last example, let's assume that you are asked to what? To solve for the prime factors of 105 using family method 105. So you want to start by writing the number 105. Then you ask yourself that 1 times what will give you 105. That will be 5 times 21 will give us what? 105. 5 is a what? Is a prime factor, but 21 is not a prime factor. 21 is not a prime factor, so you solve for that, but you maintain your 5. That will be 5. Then you ask yourself that what times what will give you 21? 3 times 7 is what? Is 21. So this 21 will give us 3 times 7. Now, if you look at the numbers that we have here, they are all prime factors, which shows that we have finally arrived at our final answer. So the product of the prime factors for 105 will be, you can just rearrange it, you can rearrange it, no problem. 3 times 5 times 7. So that's the product of the prime factors for 105. Finally, we have come to the end of today's class. I would like to see your comments. Write your comments in the comment box, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel, Mr. Willis Maths channel. Make sure you put on the notification icon so that you can get notified when I post new videos in the future. Thank you for watching.